Outlast is a game made by Red Barrels that when released swept YouTube like a storm.
I guess we'll go here.
Holy shit, dude.
Avenue to go.
Where'd you come from?
Thus launching itself into an icon in the sea of other horror games. You play as Miles Upshur, an investigative reporter that also shops at the same brown coat store as our friend Leon. Miles, or for our non-American viewers, Kilometer,
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
gets a letter about exploring possible malpractice at Mount Massive Asylum, and looking for the next big story. He goes alone with only a camera. When you arrive to the asylum, you already get a sense of things turning sour. The amount of cop cars in the parking lot, yet not a single officer outside, the eerie dead silence as you get closer, and the random person looking at you from within the asylum. Outlast sets a great atmosphere right from the start. The front door is locked, but you're no vampire waiting for an invite to be let in, so rather than leaving, you instead parkour up some scaffolding and break in through an open window. Once inside, the spookiness steadily increases as you realize that something terrible has happened. As you explore, be sure to always have your camera equipped, as you'll be missing out on journal entries that will serve as the thought of your voiceless protagonist. Soon you'll reach the biggest scary factor of this game: jump scares. Yeah, if you're not into jump scares, well, this might not be the game for you. Miles, finally coming into his senses, realized that his first, second, and third goal is to get the hell out of there. As you try to leave, this beefcake of a man named Chris Walker throws you out the window into the lobby of the asylum, where now you're trapped. This is where the game begins. It's a giant horror game of cat and mouse. You can crouch for stealth, you can hide in lockers to avoid conflict, you can jump or vault to clear obstacles, and most importantly, you can run to escape anyone who is chasing you. The only thing you cannot do is fight back. See this person? Think you can take him? What about this guy? Well, I'm sure you can take him. I've noticed you've been working out. Keep it up. But you're you, and Miles is Miles.
If I back it up, is it fat enough? When I throw it back, is it fast enough?
And this is Miles' story, where you are basically a certified pacifist. Even when you see weapons around to defend yourself, Miles is more inclined to take the high road and avoid conflicts, even if it's life or death. You'll use these skills to escape patients that have some variation in their design, but not a huge variety. There are some unique characters with their own personalities, such as Chris, the doctor, and the twins, who can either insta-kill you or kill you in 2 hits. As you continue your journey, no doubt experiencing your 6th jump scare, keep your eyes open for batteries and envelopes through the game. Batteries ensure your camera can use its night vision, a must-have as you explore the asylum. No battery means exploring the asylum in pitch darkness, where the patients seem to have cat DNA because they can easily see you while you can barely see your hands in front of you. The envelopes provide background information about certain special patients and provide more context on what went wrong here. And if you're into collectibles and getting all achievements in the game, then you're going to have to collect them all. As the story continues, Miles gets to meet a nice patient, Father Martin, a self-appointed priest who believes in this entity called the Wall Rider. And then you meet Dr. Trager, a not-so-nice appointed doctor, who excels in satire and finger amputation, no matter what your insurance says. These handful of unique characters keep the story engaging, with each voice actor being a great casting choice, especially Dr. Trager. Now if only he put on the pants.
You know, I love the mountain air up here at night. You want to head out and take a stroll? Go ahead, I'll wait here. Go on, run free. I'm in no hurry. No? All right. Nose to the grindstone, I like that. Okay then, right this way.
As the game and story progress in later chapters, you experience more supernatural stuff as you meet the spirit Wall Rider. Now, the main reason for all the torture and madness that the patients had to go through was that the staff at Murkoff wanted a suitable host, one they never found. As you reach the final chapters of the game, you get to go outside, which I believe is the hardest part of the game, as even with your trusty camera, you can just see a little ahead of you. Luckily for you, our sweet boy Chris is here to escort you back to safety. Just use the sound of his heavy breathing, any asthma viewers here, to find him. Playing through this game, you'll probably notice the game's biggest flaw, which is also its biggest mechanic, the chase sequences. You will get chased the majority of the game, but you'll soon realize that Miles, with his unlimited stamina, is also the fastest person in this asylum. If you know how to navigate, they will never catch up to you, and you will never be exhausted or slow down. The maze of the asylum and obstacles in the way do pose a challenge for the first playthrough, but after that it loses its scariness factor. As you reach the final area of the game, you'll end up in a lab, and it's pretty straightforward from there. Activate some buttons, avoid being chased, and who could forget our old pal Chris Oh god. The last enemy in the game, the Wall Rider, who needs to pair with someone who has seen enough horror in order to become the host, realizes that you have had quite the horror experience. So it merges with you. Since nothing feels different, nothing a little therapy can't fix, you decide to stick to the plan and get the hell out of here. And congrats, you did it. Except you didn't. Making sure the story doesn't get published, Murkoff's men gun you down, which angers our new friend, Wall Rider, who emerges and kills everyone else in the room. And that is where Outlast concludes. Story that never gets out, and a list of victims who needed help but instead suffered from torture and malpractice. Outlast is a great horror game that is fun to play and get your heart rate up. Its failure to evolve its mechanics for the entirety of the game does make it a bit of a drag to play at the end, with the repeated playthroughs diminishing the game's main purpose, to scare you. Overall, Outlast gets a 2 out of 5. Okay, 3 out of 5. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm still ironing out how I should do my reviews. If you're a fan of lengthy reviews or short 5-minute reviews, let me know. I plan to do both until I hit my stride. Thanks again for watching.